Judkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
An inside run with Judkins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the Steelers first down.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Rodgers wants to change the look. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Jalen Warren. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Rodgers now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Now they'll change things up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. Now 2nd and 9.
Jalen Warren. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
26. Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Warren will try the right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, Judkins. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Sanders. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be stopped in his tracks right at the 33. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down.
Here's Sanders. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Now Sanders. He'll swing this out to Judkins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Sanders. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing now is Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Warren. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the gun, it's Shador. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Open man, the tight end Fannin. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gimper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Browns 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Boston with a catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Second down and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
In motion, the tight end. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Sheds off the tackle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Browns 7.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On first down, here's Judkins. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Tackle made right at midfield. That's a pickup of 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at 7. On play action, here's Shadur. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
And the Browns first down.
Sanders to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, here's Judkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the shotgun, Sanders. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.